Hello there, guys. Welcome back to Younes Talks Football. Welcome back to a brand new video. I have to say, I'm relieved. I am relieved. It's nice to be able to come on and finally do a review where I'm just calm and life is good and things have gone smoothly. It's how long has it been since things went smoothly? And I mean smooth. I don't mean just win a game. I mean smooth. From the start to the finish, everything's gone smooth, stress-free. No health issues, no problems. Everything smooth. How long has it been? I feel like I've, aged like 65 years since the last time I've seen something like this. Finally, Chelsea come away 6-0 winners. And I have to say, I think it's only right that the credit is given to the man that made it happen, Mr. Cole Palmer. No, Cold Palmer. No. As one commentator said on beIN Sports earlier, Goal Palmer. How's that sad? Honestly, what a night. What a night that was. Just incredible in terms of Cole Palmer and his contribution. Top goal scorer now in the Premier League alongside Erling Haaland in a season where Chelsea have lost their identity from head to toe. We don't know what we are anymore. Cole Palmer's out here scoring 20 goals in a season. It's ridiculous. League goals in a season. 4 tonight. Incredible. Before we get into all of that and Cole Palmer and what he did and the rest, and even so, there's some other players there we have to mention tonight. Very happy with, except for one thing, and I'll get to it, and I know you know what I'm talking about. Everton. Sean Dyche. I like Sean Dyche. I like Everton. But I've got to be honest. You got 2 points deducted the other day, didn't you? Yeah, don't appeal it. Just don't appeal it. Just don't. There's no point. What are you appealing for? To play like that? Because I've got to be honest. As good as Chelsea and Cole Palmer were tonight, Everton were atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. Except for the first 10 minutes. First 10 minutes, it looked like they were the flipping, the home team. And then, as soon as Cole Palmer scored that first goal, the nutmeg and then the boom and then the hit in the bottom corner, game over, that's it. Everton looked like a League 2 team. It's just really bad defending, bad goalkeeping, amateur individual mistakes, and Chelsea were picking the pieces. Cole Palmer was picking the pieces. Keep picking the pieces. Everton tonight, look, I'm really sorry, but that was catastrophic in terms of a performance and something that you would expect to maybe see in the Championship. So this is why I'm saying, look, don't appeal to 2 points. Whatever happens, because the way that they're playing right now is not one of a Premier League side. So good luck for the rest of the season, Everton. Yeah, but terrible performance. As for Chelsea, we didn't expect that. Let's be honest. And even I came on the preview and I said, look, I know, how bad we've been and whatnot, but, this game is just one of those games where you just feel like it's just a routine win. Bloody hell. They took routine win and took it and ran with it and took the mick. That's what they did. I saw the starting lineup and I was like, the reaction I had, I put it on Twitter. I saw the starting lineup and I was like, hang on. Potter's gone with what I said in my preview. Literally dot for dot, like for like, man for man. I'm like, all right, let's see how this works. I don't want to come on here and tell you I told you so. No, I won't. Because look, with Chelsea, we truly don't know. I only told you what I told you because I wanted Madueke to play. I felt like he deserved it. And if he's playing, then Palmer can't play on the right. He goes into the 10. And I know where some people are saying, play Palmer in the 10, play Palmer on the right. And if that was going to be the case, then cool, Chukwuemeka comes into the middle. But that was my only compromise. Everything else was exactly as I said. And it worked. Mainly the absence of Enzo He's not on the pitch. Disasi's not on the pitch. So the four-man defence, I got absolutely bang on the money. And then I got the midfield bang on the money. And then so that's same with the attack. It worked, and it worked because of Cole Palmer. And this is where we have to be honest with ourselves. We have to be honest with ourselves here. If it wasn't for Cole Palmer, we'd be in big trouble. Big trouble. And, there's nothing to be ashamed in saying that, technically, because he is a Chelsea player. It's like back in the day where you'd look and go, yeah, no, look, if it wasn't for Eden Hazard, right, it'd be curtains in many games. Well, yeah, maybe, but he is a Chelsea player and he delivered the goods, and fair play. And a huge, huge, huge shout out to Joe Shields. The only man upstairs that knows what he's doing, clearly. Yeah, I've got nothing bad to say about Joe Shields so far. Spot on and bang on the money. Cole Palmer tonight was nothing short of exemplary. Exemplary. Calm, cool, collected, intelligent, picks his moments, nutmegs, runs into the right spaces, passes the right time, to the right man, shoots the right time, to the right place, picks his... Everything was just absolutely perfect. Nothing short of perfect. If there was ever a performance that was absolutely perfect, it was that from Cole Palmer tonight. And he walks away with 4 goals, match ball, and top goal scorer alongside Erling Haaland now. Ridiculous. Erling Haaland playing at Manchester City, top of the league. Chelsea, Cole Palmer in a Chelsea team that has looked at its worst for the last, 30 years? It's incredible. And Cole Palmer coming from Man City. What I want to say is this, we got City next in the Cup. So you lot better be ready, because, listen, this whole Cole Palmer saga we're seeing now, I'm just saying, it's karma for you guys taking KDB off us. Simple as that. You had your time with KDB, well, cool. Now we're going to have our time with Palmer. Cheers. If I had a drink, I would say Pep. Cheers. We might not even say cheers, just Pep. Pep. He's probably watching right now and going, oh, man. Senor, I cannot believe. I cannot believe. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe. So, listen, Cole Palmer, just absolutely incredible. The first goal, the nutmeg, and then the placement, and then the being able to pick the right moment, the right time with the second goal where Mudryk came in to Jackson, took the shot, rebound, and he kept running. He knew what was anticipated, and he managed to meet the ball at the right time to head it into the net, 2-0. And then the third goal, taking the chance when it comes on a plate to you. Nailing the opportunity, seizing the moment. Pickford with an absolute blunder. Palmer, quick thinking, intercepts the ball, up into the air, boom. Bends it, makes sure that it lands exactly on the flipping goal line, and then it bounces in. Beautiful, beautiful. And then the fourth. The fourth. Was it the fourth? Yeah, no, sorry. The fourth was Nicholas Jackson. I have to be honest. That was a beautiful goal. Beautiful goal. That's exactly what I want to see from a Nicholas Jackson week in, week out. Now, I'm not saying score that same goal week in, week out, but you see that intelligence, control, and execution? Yeah, that sort of level I want to see week in, week out. Because the ball from Cucurella was a superb ball. But the way that Jackson brought it down on his weaker foot to turn, drag his whole body across and take the shot is a proper striker's instinct and proper striker's finish. Nothing short of it. I have to be honest. The only problem is he's not consistent enough with it. It's once in a blue moon. But it's a beautiful goal. Posting him, bottom corner, executed 10 out of 10. And then things start to get a little sour. Now, this is the one negative that, unfortunately, I have to mention on here. And if it wasn't for this, I wouldn't come on here and even mention... I wouldn't even say no, like, to anything. It'd be a clean video. But this puts a little stain on it all. Just a little one, but it's still a stain. You know? It's like that damp that you have in the corner of your room, and then you scrub and it just doesn't want to go. There's just that one little bit, and it's just there. That you got to paint over, and after time it will show up again. That What is it? We get a penalty. What happens? Palmer's meant to take the penalty, no? Nah, not at Chelsea. Not at Chelsea. Forget what happened with Palmer and Sterling before. Yeah, no, we messed that up. Pochettino was even was asked about that. What did he say? We've not got a designated penalty taker. It's whoever feels like it. And then today what happens? Palmer gets the ball. Madueke comes in rushing. 4-0 up. Calm. Easy night at the office. Madueke comes in, wants the ball, wants the pen. Jackson storms in. Nah, mate, I want it. And then it's absolute chaos. Now, fair play to Gallagher, to an extent. He took initiative in order to get the ball back to Palmer after it was taken off him, almost. Put it into Palmer's hands. And then he tried to push them away, and then he backed off thinking it was done. In reality, it wasn't done. Because then Madueke looked like he got the message. He's the one who started it, and he shouldn't have, and that's very immature of him. But it looked like he backed off. Jackson, who got involved, carried it on. I'm like, we've been through this. 4-0 up, and we're fighting over who's going to take a penalty. And I have to be honest here. Because in this situation we are dealing with Gallagher, 23 years old, Palmer, 21 years old, Jackson, 21 years old, I think, and Madueke, 21 years old, I think. They're all basically the same age. You got that age bracket that's fighting for a penalty. Gallagher's the captain who's trying to calm it at 23. Poch is on the touchline literally watching. He was literally like this. What are you doing? What are you doing? Palmer's a designated penalty taker. End of story. What more do you want in terms of proof of who should be taking penalties? He's not missed a penalty yet, and he still didn't miss. He's a fantastic penalty taker. He scores them. He is the designated penalty taker. Pochettino, for the love of what is all and holy, can you please designate this guy as a penalty taker? Don't just go down this, we're going down this route of, oh no, there's no designated penalty, there's just whatever happens. No, I'm sorry. First choice, second choice, third choice, do it. These little things proves to us that Pochettino doesn't hold authority in the dressing room. He holds friendships with the players. This is why his man management is good, because he gets on with everybody. Yeah, he gets on with everyone clearly as mates, but stamps some flipping authority down, especially in a dressing room where there's no leaders bar Thiago Silva, who's leaving at the end of the season. This is what you end up with. Luckily, well, not luckily, it's Cole Palmer. I take that back. It's not lucky. Cole Palmer is a fantastic footballer. Cole Palmer knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. What a baller. What a baller. So that happened. Later on, we managed to calm things down. Substitutions are made, finally. I think it was like, minute 75, minute 80, we started making subs. A little bit of a wait, I've got to be honest. When you're 5-0 up, what's the point? Might as well start changing things up and rest some players. We've got City in the cup semi-final. But anyway, no one's injured, so that's the most important thing. Cassidy comes on, Chilwell comes on. Soon after, Gilchrist comes on. Washington comes on, right? Madueke was taken off, correctly so. Jackson was taken off later on, correctly so. We saw Washington and all these guys coming on at least for a few minutes. Chilwell manages to get the ball across, whacks it into across the box, hits the goalkeeper, good save, lands to Alfie Gilchrist, and it's just a cherry on the cake on what is meant to be a fantastic night with a beautiful result, a clean sheet, great performance, beautiful Cole Palmer. The cherry on the cake is Cobham boy Alfie Gilchrist gets his first Chelsea goal, and he goes absolutely nuts. Shout out George Benson for scoring your first goal at Chelsea, mate. I've got to see his reaction. Go and check out 6 Things You Learned, because look, the 6 things we've learned, right? On his channel, I guarantee it's going to be, I scored my first Chelsea goal as box number 1. I scored my first Chelsea goal as box number 2. I scored my first Chelsea goal as box number 3. And then Cole Palmer. So go and check that out. But Alfie Gilchrist, very happy for him. He scored his goal, ran over to the bench, looked up at the screen purposely to watch the replay of his goal that he just scored. That's how much he was buzzing. You could see it on his face. He looked like he wanted to cry. Getting his first Chelsea goal, I'm very happy for him. I mean, he's a Chelsea boy. He grew up at Cobham, and this is his first Chelsea goal. I'm very happy for him. Very happy for him. Overall, look, in terms of performances, there wasn't a bad performance on the pitch, if we're being completely honest. You could argue there was some quieter performances compared to others. I can give you an example. I think bar the assist from Mudryk for the second, well, it wasn't really an assist, was it? It was a ball into Jackson. Jackson took the shot, then it went to Palmer and he headed it in. But Mudryk involved. But he was the least involved out of, when you look at that whole front line, Cole Palmer, Madueke, Jackson, Mudryk. But that's not really a negative when you look at that. It's just everyone else was just firing fireworks. So no bad day at the office. I do want to give a special shout out. Thiago Silva, 40 years old, moving like that. And he started to get chance. I think by half an hour in the game, the whole stadium was singing Thiago Silva and Thiago, like just, yeah, absolutely incredible. But overall, look, I think there's going to be a conversation tactically in terms of Enzo and Disasi, because I have to be honest, Silva and Chalobah looked calm, collected. The midfield looked calm, collected. But we also have to acknowledge we played an Everton team that just shambles. So is that going to apply in the same way against City, Arsenal, Tottenham, Villa? No. But it's a top result tonight. Absolute top result. And Cole Palmer. Listen, another reason as to why the whole penalty shenanigans shouldn't have happened. Everyone now knows Cole Palmer is in for the Golden Boot. He's on for the Golden Boot. He's there. He's top of the top goal scorers now in the Premier League with Erling Haaland. Mate, he's going for the Golden Boot. Let him have the penalty. What are you doing? Going forward, listen, Cole Palmer, we've got an absolute gem. I hope he delivers against City in similar fashion. I think he absolutely needs to be not only on the plane to the Euros, but in the starting 11. That England team could not be more set up any more perfect. Declan Rice, Bellingham alongside him, Cole Palmer just in front, Foden on the left, Saka on the right, Harry Kane up top. Go and win the Euros. So, I'll leave it at that. Chelsea are 3 points now behind Manchester United. We have absolutely helped our goal difference tonight as well, in such good fashion. Still quite a big margin behind Newcastle, but we've made a big, massive catch-up. Listen, we can get ahead of United. We can tie it in terms of goal, in terms of points. United, Newcastle, but go ahead of United in terms of goal difference and just behind Newcastle on goal difference. But we can be in the mix. But we have to beat Arsenal. We have to beat Tottenham. We have to win this game in hand that we have. That in the midst of those games, we've got the FA Cup semi-final coming up. This is where it's going to get sticky. This is where we have to show our level, and not just on one day like we did. You have that miraculous comeback against Man United. You have that 4-4 against Man City. You have that, those games that are just, they're sporadic. It happens once in a blue moon against a big team. We've got big team now coming up. We have to be consistent. If not, we're toast. Can we count on Chelsea to be consistent? No. But tonight was perfect. So I couldn't be happier for tonight. I'm going to sleep like a baby. Let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. Very happy. No watch long today for that. What a shame. Do not worry though. Coming forward, it should be set up for the FA Cup semi-final. So make sure you're here for that. I will see if I can get that arranged and get that all sorted in terms of the setup. If it can be done, it will be done. Make sure you guys are hitting the subscribe button. Much appreciated. And I will catch all of you tomorrow for a brand new one. Have a good one, people. See you lot then. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, and I'll catch you tomorrow. In a bit, people. Take care. and peace.